Good morning, everyone. It's Dana Sacco here with Eye to Eye Hype, and I am so excited to be with you today. I haven't, we had the vacation, and it's hot as heck here in South Carolina, and I think it's hot as heck everywhere else. So today, what we're going to be going through is SUITEDASH. Now, this is one of those systems that a lot of people are interested in because it tells you it's an all-in-one. Now, if you've hung out with me before, you know I am not a huge all-in-one fan. You'll see that I have like a lot of different pieces and parts to most systems. So today, if you are here, give me a thumbs up, a heart. If you're here on the replay, thank you so much. That like is so cool. And I know that this is early for a lot of you, but let's go ahead and get started because this one is pretty big. So like I said, SUITEDASH advertises that they are an all-in-one system. I have not gone through this system from start to finish. I've done the brief, quick, I looked at it and probably went away and then said, oh, crap. I have no idea what's going on. And then my free trial was over. So today what I'm going to start with is a little bit different than before. I'm actually going to start with the pricing. And the reason why I'm going to start with the pricing on this is because this is very, very important to understand with SUITEDASH. So now I signed up for a trial 15 minutes ago, maybe less time, who knows, but I'm in. So you get a 14-day free trial, and it's at this level right here. And I think everyone needs to realize that. So the free trial in this system is $99. Okay, that's what they're trying to push for you. Now, I want you to think about this because the automations aren't there until you get to this level. So a lot of people will be looking at stuff and they're like, oh, this is so awesome. But then you're paying $100 a month. So, it's got the support system. It's got a learning management system. This is where a lot of people want to be if they're doing their courses. So there are pluses and minuses there with the system, but you just have to know what you're getting into. Most people, they're going to be kind of in here. This is where you pick up your proposals and e-sign toolkit. So, and that one's going to be $49 a month. You don't go up into the higher levels with everything else until you get to this level. Now, one of the neat things, though, about SUITEDASH is I have seen it, I think, on AppSumo when it, sometime during the middle of COVID, they went ahead and paid for it. Now, another thing is that this is one price per month, life year, whatever. It's not per user, so you get as many users as you need. That's at even this level: unlimited CRM contacts, unlimited staff, unlimited portals. All of that stuff is right there. But most of us are going to be at this level at the $49 a month. You don't necessarily need to jump up to the 99, but you do need to be aware when you're in here looking at it, that's where you're at. But they have an annual plan. That's $480 a year. Okay, we can look at that. Or you jump up to lifetime, which means you pay this price and you're done. This is all you're going to ever have to do. So there's no monthly cost. There's nothing else. You're paying $4,000 pretty much. I'm going to round up because that's the way my brain works. If I see 3,800, I'm thinking 4,000. It's just the way that I work. So, these are the type of things that you can look at and decide whether this software is for you. Now, like I said, I'm not always big into all-in-one systems, but let's go ahead and take a look into SUITEDASH and see what everything is. So this is a dashboard. Like I said, I just signed up for this. I'm going to move my little bottom screen over here so that we get more there. There we go. All right. So I just signed up for this account 15 minutes ago, somewhere around there. And this is what I've got going on. So it's got this nice little video here. It's got all of this. I'm going to be quite honest with you. I totally skip over this crap. I just do. I mean, you're not telling me anything that I already know kind of why I signed up. So, this is telling you what you get, how you white label it so it's yours. White labeling means that when your contacts see it, they don't see the term SUITEDASH anywhere, which is actually a pretty cool feature. So here, let me hide that so we don't have to see that as well. Oh, that's the one weird thing about Mac with the whole bottom piece. So it's got all these little cool things. Now it does have the mobile app. I don't know if that's a true mobile app or, yeah, it just looks like you go to using custom URL and login. So that's not truly an app. That is actually just add this URL to your homepage and it's mobile friendly. This is always cool. I like magic links. I use magic links all the time because half the time I forget my dang passwords. Even in LastPass, don't ask. It's just there. I have password thingies that I have no clue where they've decided to show up from. But magic links are awesome to send people. This is, you can integrate stuff into your WordPress site, setting up your currency. This also is good because it looks like it can be for out of the US. So you've got all these little things that you can read about. Like I said, they have a lot of information, but I'm going to skip it all. All right. First thing I'm ever going to do into any type of system, like I said, I'm not going to go through these because honestly, it's going to make me brain dead and I don't want to be brain dead. But if anyone has any questions as we are going through this or even during the replay, please let me know. Drop it in the comments and make sure you tag me. And that way I can find it, I'll either find the answer or I can answer it here or we'll take a look. So here's your settings. It's down here in the corner. You also have your account settings up here. This is where you're going to manage your profile, your company settings, integrations. Sometimes I like dark mode. Oh, that actually looks pretty cool. So it does have a dark mode option. Dark mode is big right now. We're going to do that because it's better to share it. But you have these different things. You can see this is huge. This is a lot of stuff all in one thing. So your branding, your email branding, your email templates are going to be here. Does it jump over? Yes, it does. And this is what it looks like. You can change the content of your name. So this is where, whoa, it's got a lot of different things here. Okay. An on-demand flow. I'm going to consider that a workflow. Yep. Placeholders do not populate. A flow has been assigned to you. To complete this flow, a flow sounds like, let's go over to flows. Nothing to see here. Create a flow. So they have an onboarding flow and an on-demand flow for existing users. That's actually pretty cool. That would make me curious. That would make me dig in. So an onboarding workflow. I think that's kind of neat that they've decided to name it flow. Add a flow step. Assign actions. So add a new flow, read and sign, content, file upload, file download, or form. Pretty simplistic, but it's also straightforward. So you can do a read and e-sign. Provide a help I'm stuck button that will notify one of your staff. That's actually pretty cool. If you've got staff, if you want to pretend that you have staff, I like to pretend I have staff. I've done it for, I do have 2 team members, but let's just say I'm just not always there. But for over a year, it's actually just been me. So to say, provide a help I'm stuck, it actually is more of a filtering system. Pretty cool. I would look at it because when I am evaluating any type of piece of software, whether it be SUITEDASH, HoneyBook, anything that's out there, I'm looking to see how user-friendly is it going to be for my client? How user-friendly is it going to be for someone that's not tech savvy to come in and do what I need them to do? So then we're going to do that. And I'm going to have it send it to me. Again, pretty cool. It's got the placeholders. So it's got a whole selection for general information. All right, pretty cool. Add a new flow step, form, step label form, step title, and you would of course have to have a form installed. So it's pretty neat of how simple it is, but it's also pretty simplistic. And sometimes, though, I can tell you right now, simplistic stuff rocks. Again, we don't want life to be complicated. We don't want to be sitting there running around and trying to figure everything out. That's going to drive me nuts one of these days. But what we want to do is, just deal with certain things. So let's see, content settings. Let's start there. Very cool. So you've got manage categories, communications, manufacturing, just whatever, you can add it. CRM deals. Awesome. Deals, project type. I like that. CRM events, call, demo, email. All right. So, that's awesome. Hey, they even have lunch in there. So if anyone wants to go to lunch, you've got these things. This is actually pretty cool. Pending working block completed. So what this is doing, and to give you an idea, when we've talked about things like ClickUp and stuff like that, that's what this is doing. This is actually putting it into one. Phase statuses. So you've got planned, working, blocked, waiting for payment, completed. So that's another step within it. This has a lot of different things. This is actually pretty darn cool. Open, assigned, working, review, completed, follow-up. Task types. Bug feature. You can go on and on. Workspaces page. Plan categories. You can work on this sort of thing. Portal pages, add a category. Who knows? There's a lot of stuff in here. Oh, I'm going to have to do a follow-up with this after I actually work with it more. So then this is where you have custom fields. So I'm going to pull something out of the air here. I was working with a bridal location, like a rental place. And they actually have certain people, additional people, because we all don't pay for our own weddings. Some people do, some people don't. But sometimes you have an additional financial contributor. You can add that in here as a field, name, description, usage, type, options, all of that stuff. Very cool. I like that. Very easy to do. You're seeing that I'm going to tell you an impression right here. We've gone over this for about 15 minutes or so. My first impression is that the UI, which means the user interface, is very easy. Yes, there is a lot here. There's a ton here. However, even having that ton here, wow, you've got a lot of things going on, but the user interface, which is, again, something I always look for in any type of system, because say I'm building this for you, when I hand it over, I want it to be pretty. I know that sounds really weird, but certain things like user interfaces on other systems, for example, I was dealing with a client, and I'm dealing with a client now with DUBSADO, and he's having a very, very hard time with the user interface. It is not user-friendly, but unfortunately at that point, that was really the only thing that he's really needing. He needs that sort of an interface right now. So, but it is very confusing. And when you get onto something and you're working in a mobile situation, it might kind of suck. Manage currency. Guys, I know a lot of people in here work with different types of currency. You've got euros. Let's add a currency. I have no idea, but it's got all of this currency listed here. Very cool. There's more currency in the world than I really think about, and that's on me. But let's see. There's a couple that I'm very curious about. That's Malaysian. Okay, for Philippines, they have pesos there, but I do not see the one I'm thinking of in my head, but I'm not sure how that would work. So anyway, we're going to go with Jamaican because I want to go to Jamaica, and plus it was the first thing that I clicked, and now it's added. Awesome. That's really cool. We can pick that. Manage notices. Come on. Add a pop-up notice. Nice. You can do that. So it's assigned to your contacts, staff, circles, or teams. Make visible to who do you want it? That's really cool. So say I have a team member and we're working on something and I want to notify them. It will pop up a notice form. Nice. I want them, hey, front and center, this is what we're going to be working on. That impresses me. I like it. Confusing? Absolutely. When you are getting started. So let's go down to your CRM. This is the bottom level on their pricing, includes all the CRM. Again, the nice thing is that you do not have any limits on your contacts. So do you deal primarily with businesses, companies, rather than individuals as your contacts? So everyone I deal with deals with the company. So I want to know what their company is. Actually, on this account, I made it in the cleaning thing. So create a circle for each company. Default fields, here are them. I have no desire to have Skype. I will never use Skype. Background info. Custom fields. Again, you add the custom fields here. Default embed settings. That's what the embeds will look like. So, of course, you're going to change everything to your brand colors. That can be over in the thing. Submission received. That's kind of cute. Hide form title, request required message. Remove border from form. Yeah, because add custom CSS. Custom CSS, what that means is that it can actually look like your website. So say they don't have your font. There's your formats. But say they don't have your font. I don't even see the ability to change it. You would add CSS and you would go ahead and do that. Nice here is that you can direct users to a custom URL. So far, a lot of this stuff is really, really good. You have your contacts. You have certain people that you can, that's very nice. Oops, hold on. I missed that. They had a setting in there that you could actually restrict who can download your CSV files of your clients. I'm going to tell you that can be very, very important. Why? Because say you unfortunately have to let go a VA or someone else on your team, and you can say, no, they cannot download my CSV file of my clients. You don't want them having your client list. I know it's a negative thing to think about, but it is something in the back of our heads that we need to always think about. Add a contact. You can bulk edit. That's nice. You can add here, add a home email address, work email address, which one's their primary. If they are a prospect, very nice. Access portal, you can bring this stuff in. Like I said, this is actually, you can assign them to a certain person. This looks like it works very well if you have teams. And like I said, the user interface, it's very simple. I don't understand this circle thing. all clients and prospects. Let's go ahead and there's me. We'll do this address. So you can add a photo or business logo of your contact. Now I'm going to tell you what's kind of fun with that, and this is important for certain people. Absolutely. I'm so glad that you're here. If you have any questions, please write it down as well. Even as you go through this, because this one is pretty, this one's pretty intense. And like I said, I'm going to have to do a follow-up once I dig. But so with the drag or drop a file with a picture, do you know what's neat about this? I have some clients, believe it or not, they work with dogs. I prefer to work, that would be totally awesome. And apparently no dogs need systems and operations. But what's cool is that they don't necessarily recognize, it's kind of like even having a kid. I go places and I'm JJ's grandma. I'm not, for the last 24 years or more, I have not been, it took a long while before I was actually Dana and actually shed that kind of mom role. So we don't recognize people with their, we don't necessarily always recognize the person's name. We recognize the picture of their dog. So that would be totally cool. I know someone who was looking for specifically that because they had no clue who they were working for, but they knew the picture of the dog because that's who they saw every day. They were a dog walker. And so it helped. Totally get it. And I like the fact that they get a coordinator and a salesperson. So you can actually assign your team here. And maybe and I'm thinking here right now, my business, I'm currently working on agencyfying. And my ultimate goal is to have each team work with a certain group of people. For example, I would have a SUITEDASH team, people that build systems for me specifically in something such as SUITEDASH. Another one would be DUBSADO because we all know DUBSADO is very specific. Another one again would be HoneyBook. So I could actually create circles. That's actually really cool. And one would be like this group, and this group, and the project team manager. Yeah, this is really, really neat. I'm kind of getting into this one. And I was not, if you had talked to me like a half an hour ago, I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. So like I said, you got your onboarding workflow for the person. Again, they call them flows. Weird. Add tags, general information. So project settings, let's see. So far as an all-in-one, this is really cool, guys. I'm kind of impressed. Allow all admins to view projects. So it's a lot simplified. And, work request items, work request setups. So remember when we went back, if we went back to where we were creating that test little flow thing where it said, and it clicked over and said that you're stuck, you need help. So this is where it's going to go. It's going to go into a project so that, your team members come in and they see this. So I'm like really excited about this. This is like a lot of fun. This is going to be my weekend. My afternoons will be doing this as soon as I was doing something. So force payment immediately in order to send work requests. All right, you can do that. Free form, we don't use pre-built work request forms. So in other words, they type freely. That's kind of nice because I like people just to tell me what they're thinking instead of having to do a whole form. And who should be notified? Nice. So like if they have a client coordinator, very, very cool. Okay, agency people, this is what we're thinking of. This is, it's managing it. Who the heck's going to do it? Again, if you guys are here, give me a thumbs up, heart, whatever. If you are in the replay, thank you so much for doing this. coming in later. Let's go down to billing. Billing, we all want to get paid. Paid is important. And it's a big one for me. Okay. So show billing dashboard. That's really nice. Customize how the client will experience the billing area of the platform. Show the billing dashboard. I don't need to look up the word show, but thank you very much. And see, each client will be able to access their billing dashboard. Awesome. So that way they can access it and change their payment method. Some of the ways that I've looked at stuff, it's really a pain in the ass to be able to do that. So that's actually pretty good. Hide currency code. That's actually might be important, especially if you are working outside of the US. It kind of helps. Thank you, client. Send invoices to review. Payment due reminder. Absolutely. This sort of thing. Attach invoice PDF on email. View again. You can do staff members here. Excellent. I mean, you have a lot of customization here, and it's really bringing this whole thing into a team. And that's what I'm seeing. Do I see a need yet for the portals? I don't know. We're going to take a look. But let's go down to the gate. Well, that says it's there. Let's go to the gateways and see. Let's see what payment methods we can add in. Oh, we love this stuff. Okay. So one-time payments or subscription payments. Subscription payments, I'm going to assume, let's all think about that. Recurring payments, VAs, people like that. Awesome. So merchants can use Stripe, credit card, blah, 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 configure, Stripe ACH. I like Stripe ACH. Again, it's a lower fee. ACH is only currently supported for Stripe business based in the US. Braintree. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, Braintree is like a nightmare when it comes to bookkeeping. But, it's there. It's an option. Authorized Net has been forever in the industry. Authorized.net is going to be if you have your own merchant account. That's a great option because not all CRMs and systems do that. So when you get to a point where you're actually a larger company, you may want to look into getting your own, and this gives you that option. And again, PayPal, if you ever talk to me or hear me, I say stay as far away from PayPal as you can possibly get. But it's there. I don't see any other payment options on here. So you might be able to add, like if you're using Venmo Business, please make sure it's Venmo Business. And not Venmo Personal for your business. You guys can talk to a bookkeeper. I've got tons of them in here if you want to know the whys on that. But that's actually really cool. You could probably put that into your invoices. Like you could probably put like a button in there of click here to pay by Venmo, or here's the whatever those things are, the QR codes, all of that stuff. All right, settings. We were at billing. Let's go to marketing. Let's see what it has in marketing. Guys, I'm really excited about this one, and I really did not expect to be. So send email settings. Awesome. Send grid or SMTP. This can actually make a difference. So you're going to want to decide on how you're doing it. If you are using it for email marketing, if you can do SMTP, that's going to be your own host. So you can do it with Gmail, but it's limited on what it is. So if you do it with SendGrid, you can probably do it with a little, actual email list in email marketing. It could actually be a little bit easier to do if you have a large list. For example, mine's not huge at only 300 and something people. So I might be able to get away with SMTP and using it with something such as my Google account. But at Google, you can only send 100 a day. So, it can't be really a time thing. So I would probably go with SendGrid. I'd like to see, personally, I'd like to see a couple more options there. But I'm sure that there are integrations where if you were doing this at a lower level and you zapped it over to something else, you know, a lot of us have Active Campaign, MailerLite, MailChimp, and all of the rest of those things. So it's a mix to decide. Now manage your lists. Excellent. Let's see, add a new list. This is test. There's my list. Options. So add subscriber form. Okay, so you can create, that's import subscribers, import from CRM. I don't have any, so it doesn't really make a difference there. But again, it's got the options. Back to lists. Manage templates. Templates are awesome. So let's look at the email templates that they have. So they have, this is a code editor. This is if you know what you want it to do. This is what you see is what you get. This is the one that most people are going to be using. And it's, you know, you've got the options here. Come on, let's see it open up. Oh, I had to click next. So remove padding. No results found. So you're actually just typing. If I want to choose, I don't have any images. So it does hold an image library. So let's do, I have no idea what these pictures are. Here's one of mine. So I download a lot of pictures. I have a lot of pictures. So there's that one. There's my scary face. And then you can save a template. Very cool, very easy. Not the best interface. So I'm not going to say, oh, that's awesome. But it's all right. It's not going to make or break anything. So add a campaign. This is a big one. Yeah, you have to set up that before you set up a campaign. Okay. But I wanted to see how to do it. So I don't like the fact that it's not letting me at least design something before I set up the SMTP. But I'll come back and when I do the in-depth thing of this, of how I've set everything up, I will come in and show you how it's all done. Portal pages. Again, this is pretty cool. What the heck is add a new page? So no results found. Again, we can do all prospects. Logged in staff members, logged in whatever. Contact. So what this is reminding me of is that you can add, let's see what we can add. Okay, I want one row. It's great, but I don't want it to be a text block. Load a template. Oops. So they don't have any templates that are here. Yeah, I got that. Okay. Let's make it that color, save. Okay, let's preview. So this is what they're going to see when they come in. Not that great, not that wonderful, but it's there. I'm not sure what else you can add here. Style options, access options. The script tag is not supported. So you can actually have each block available to certain people. Again, pretty cool. Yeah, cancel that. So you can actually just go through and make these different managed templates. You can actually create a template. This one's article style, which actually might be cool if you have content-based information. It seems to be kind of basic. But again, a lot of stuff is basic. when it's starting out. So I clicked on Workspaces, and it bring me back to portal pages. So I'm assuming that they're kind of the same thing. So messaging. Let's look at this. Inbox. So you've got canned responses so that you can do that. Canned response, name. Auto reply with this message to every new message I receive. Auto add. Okay, it's not bad. You can do different canned responses, your inbox. So you're controlling as much as you possibly can here. Allow contacts to message only to their coordinator. That is awesome. Why? Again, we're teams. So say designate staff whom contacts can message. So contacts, they select all, or circles, all prospects can only message me. There's no teams. So you can designate it. So I could actually designate it where the contacts are actually staff members or something. Put all the staff members and they can contact me. And I don't want other people to contact me. Or they have to be a client before they contact me. That sort of thing. Very, very cool. Your flows we kind of went over a little bit. Your forms are here. Okay, so these are both CRM intake forms. And this is a client registration. Very, very basic. Let's see if we can add something here. I want their website. All right, so not necessarily the easiest. Company name. I selected company name. But I want this up here. All right, an appointment block. So they do have the calendar over here, so we can actually make appointment types. So this could be getting rid of things like Calendly. Appointment type, 30-minute discovery call. Discovery call. Book now. Okay, it says the default value of book now will be shown. Dana will be assigned this one. Notify me, add. So there's an appointment type done. My calendar. It's got a default availability. I hate slide boards. I really do. I can never get them to work right. Tuesday, I'm off. Yes, I'm sure. That one, I'm off. All right. It gives you the starting time intervals. It gives you prep time. This is how far in advance someone would have to do this. Future availability. Yeah, 45 days is enough. Someone one day. How many hours? Save. So this is what it looks like. All right. You got your days and time. It reminds me of acuity scheduling. So that could actually work, you know, when more times it's not functional. So it's not going to continue in 3 weeks. Gosh, 3 weeks, we're already talking into August. So that's all right. It's not bad. Settings. Those are default settings. Add appointment name. Additional message for add appointment button. Again, we did that. So you're probably going to go up into your settings. Let's see. Let's look under integrations. Oh, they do have a template library. So we'll dig there. So it does integrate with QuickBooks Online. Zapier, told you about. This would be, all right, let's do this really quick. That. Now let's look at what the calendar looks like. So this is exactly what I'm going to be looking at. Oh, I have a lot of calendars. But I also want it to look at that one. So it's not letting me, Let me take a look, because I'm very curious if it's going to allow me to do it so that I've got it. Does that make sense? Because if I don't have that time available because it's on a different calendar, which is synced to mine, let's see if it actually shows up. So you can add tasks. That's great. Set as recurring. We'll have to take a look at that in a few minutes to see what it wants to do, because I want it to show me. I prefer looking at a week. I hate looking at months. So we'll see what this looks like in just a minute, and we'll see what it shows up once that is synced. That's not really, I needed to look at multiple calendars, and I'd have to see how that would work, because inside my main calendar, I share about 5 different calendars, and I need to make sure that those work with it. I want to go to the template library. Let's take a look to see what they have, because as we were looking through, they didn't have a lot of, oh, look, dashboard with progress. Guys, a lot of people have been doing that over in ClickUp. This has a template. Yay. This one has it for accounting and CPA. So I'm going to open this one just to see what it looks like. Documents needed. Guys, how many times are we chasing clients because they need to send us stuff? So you can customize all of this. Open your task dashboard, access your files, schedule an appointment, and send us a message. Golden. Absolutely golden. For my people who are looking for a system where everything would literally be in one place, I really think that this could work. I really could. Here's a contract template. That's pretty impressive. Project proposal. I know proposals have been big discussion lately. Here's a retainer agreement. I do like the fact that they have it. It does look like you have to custom fill it. Meet the team. I do like that. I've decided I really do like that. Especially with when you start building a team, I like to know who I'm working with. Let's see, discount sale. That's a marketing template, contract template, coaching agreement, image and description with buttons. What the heck is that? I love to, like I said, I geek out on these. Click here. What am I clicking here for? Okay, no idea. But apparently it must take you to something. Let's see, 2. Clean freebie offer. Simple freebie accounting template. Again, this is marketing and bookkeeping, so that's pretty cool. That tells me also that bookkeepers are using this. If there is a template that they are using, it is here. Non-compete agreement, excellent. Bookkeeping agreement. Please have a lawyer look at these things. But it doesn't look like it will auto-fill. So I'm not sure if you would edit this each time. So I'm going to dig further into that, excuse me, as I go in and as I set this up. And I will actually put in one of my own contracts, and I will build my own system for bookkeeping and the contract for it so that everyone can see what it looks like at the end. But like I said, today's a little bit different because I literally signed up for this like at 9:15 today because I wanted everyone to really see what I'm looking for when I'm doing stuff. This is a welcome email project proposal. Let's start working together. That's a marketing template. This is a proposal template. So they have a few. These are all the same. It's just I put them in a different order apparently. Free ebook. I don't like that look at all. So maybe as it becomes more of a popular system, we'll see more. I'm not sure. Files. These are client files. I will say that you can select a client. That's nice so that you can be working with someone. I do not think that this is a secure setting. Let's see. Help. Nope. I want to search security. They don't have a big thing about security on here. So bookkeepers and accountants that I talk to all the time, I'm not sure I would have your clients uploading to here. Yeah, it's just really a question of how you want it to work. So I'm not sure how that would work for a lot of different bookkeepers and accountants. It's not telling me anything here about security. So I like to know how secure things are. So I might send them a question of how secure are you? To me, that's important. Workspaces, add a new page. And this is the same thing as the portal pages. They are no different. So one of the things, let me see here. All in one. This is what it's telling you it has. So it does say it's a secure portal, but it does, I can't find anything right off the bat to tell me how secure it is. Custom book me page, my task calendar, event calendar, that's kind of project. You have your project management. You have a lot of the different things in here. Now it is white labeled, so your clients will see it from as your name. You are going to end up putting this into a website though. There is no landing page, really. There's no landing page creation. So it's truly not all in one. They're embeddable forms, custom URL and login. That's just for whatever. The onboarding, I'm actually going to see how well it works. I want to see how it talks. Now, again, with all of that automation, though, is not at the $49 level. It is not this Thrive one. All of that automation comes in up here at 99. So don't think that you're getting it for 49. And that's where I think a lot of people learn more about Pinnacle. Yeah, the dog's having puppy dreams. Now it doesn't mean that you can't go up to Pinnacle. I'm pretty sure that they would say no problem. They do have circles, that whole thing that I was really curious about, that is here. So allows you to group clients and prospects for organizational purposes. That lets you know, like I was saying, I want to group people into HoneyBook and DUBSADO and then other CRMs. So they'll have each team will be specific towards that. That would be a great way to do it. And then I have certain team members that will work on different things. So each team would be specialized. So then I could design a circle specifically for that specific software system. I do like the fact that it has unlimited users. So it is a one-way sync to QuickBooks Online. Let's go back and see about the calendar and let's see if it has integrated. It has a lot of neat things and I swear I'm going to play with it. And I do not see it integrated yet. So, partners, payment types, translations. It looks like it can be translated into different languages. It does say that part's in beta. I wonder if you can do multiples on here because, like I said, I'm a little bit nervous of the fact that I can't see the other information. Let's see what their Zap integrations are. Google Sheets, of course. It does go into ClickUp, so it looks like you can actually combine the two. Okay. Slack, everyone knows I love talking to people in Slack. Google Drive, I am always happy about that. So maybe you can have them upload packages into that. Send a Slack message when a new contact is registered. That's nice. It's kind of like texting you. Creates, I'm not interested in WooCommerce. That's only because I don't work with it. Send a Slack new task. That's good. Project, good. I don't deal with Shopify. Okay, if a Google form is done, it's great. Okay, so these are the triggers that allow, let's see. Okay, when a new company is created, new project, create task, creates a new project, update company. I like it when it says updating contact. I did one this past week and I was working on it. We actually had to back out of using DUBSADO because the Zapier, there was not a Zapier to update the client. So he would be working in his program, and after they signed his proposal, because he was not using DUBSADO to do that, he's using a different service, and we were doing DUBSADO for the flows. It wouldn't update the contact. It would only create a new one. What a waste, because then now you have a client that's on top of a client. So looking at little things like that is big for me. Because I had to tell him, and he had contacted me because he wanted his DUBSADO finished. I said, dude, DUBSADO's not going to work for you. It's just not going to do that. And that's one of the things, he's absolutely thrilled. We actually got him over on Keep because of some of the different things that he needed to do. And again, each and every one of you that has a business, guys, your business is yours. You don't fit into a box. Your business is your business. And it's not one of these things that it's just not one of these things that it's just you only fit into one piece of software. I do find it interesting. It does consider related categories, project management, find a task that's interesting. It will search for it, find staff. That might be interesting to do. The Zapier integrations look pretty cool. So if we did it, let's see, if we do it with this one, add file sharing preferences. New companies created, adds file sharing, so it provides a sharing that's pretty cool. That's kind of nice. That's sharing a folder. So if you do want them to upload to something other than SUITEDASH, you can do that. Pick one app as your thing, 15 seconds for that. Select the data you want to send from one to the other, and that's it. So, I mean, it's got some pretty cool things that work with it. And like I said, I will do a follow-up one for this system because I'm kind of impressed. It's got a lot going on. And I understand that it's got a lot going on at, here's your announcements, here's what's going on. That actually, I like that. That's what my people are doing. And we all know that we want to see, Nancy was talking about this earlier, about knowing what her VA was doing. So it's got a live stream here of what your team is doing. So that's actually pretty cool. I like that. That's add a first announcement. Make a sticky announcement. So you can put these things in here so everyone sees it. It's got a lot of things. I like it. I wasn't expecting to, but I like it. Why? Because the user interface is nice. I think that, and I'm going to go and let's remove it because it's going to be busy. So the user interface of SUITEDASH is very nice. The price point is high. Plain and simple, it's high. If I was to get it, I would get the top level, to be honest with you. And again, going back to the pricing, it was like $4,000 for lifetime. And that's something that I would seriously think about for that. But it has a lot of different things I really liked within that. I like the support ticket. I like the fact that you can create. I'm in love with the circle concept. I really am. I'm in love with the fact that you can assign clients to certain people, and that's who they're talking to. So that when they respond to something, or if they're stuck, the team leader hears it and not the CEO. So if you're building a team and you don't want to be the go-to at all times, which a lot of us are trying to step into that role where it's not us all the time. That's where running a business, it gets to the point where we don't want to be doing everything all the time. We just don't. Tanya, hey. You've like totally missed it, girl. But I like it. It does everything. God, I'm actually pretty impressed with this one. And like I said, I will be doing a follow-up once I do a build in it. And because I came to this one with the whole thing of this is what I'm looking at. And you guys, I just walked through it exactly as I walked through it in my head with you. Did it seem scattered and all over the place? There's a strong possibility it did, because that's how my brain works. I jump from thing to thing to thing. And the reason why I do that, I guarantee you as a client, oh, client somehow figured you were up. We'll stop posting so early in the morning for you. I had to stop because I started getting texts when I started posting early. It hasn't really stopped me that much, but there are some days I really will not post even if I want to. But it has a lot. It has a lot built in. It has a lot of division features so that you can categorize things. And I love putting stuff in boxes. I love, I'm visualizing it as I'm color coding this team. You can have unlimited team members. I like that fact about it. I don't want to pay for any more damn seats. If my company grows, I don't want to have to pay for another client to do something else. Do I like that? Yes. Can I manage a project in here? I don't know. Let's find out when I finish the build. You know, we'll know more about it then, of what is it actually looking like. And what I'm going to do is I'll put this on the calendar. I have 14 days from today to build it in this one. before I can't do it anymore. So within the 14 days, I will be adding in my bookkeeping workflow that I install specifically for HoneyBook users, but let's see how well it works in SuiteDash, and let's see if we can actually create it as a project to take some of the steps out. For example, right now I am building it for people in HoneyBook. Then I'm taking them over to Content Snare and then into ClickUp. What can we put into SuiteDash? And this is what I'll be doing within the next 14 days. What am I going to do in SuiteDash to make it happen? So guys, I will see you all next week. I will probably, again, sorry guys, I'll be on at 9:30. And that is because I love you all so much. And actually right now I am doing these early while my grandson is in his little day camp thing for a couple hours. So that's where I go from here. I go from here over to there to go pick him up. And so I've got a couple more weeks before he starts school. And then we can get into more stuff. But I'm really excited about this one, guys. So if you want to know more about it, drop some questions in the comments. Replay people, definitely do that, because I know there's a lot of people that were on the replay, and I know for a lot of people this was early. So guys, I'll see you later. Have a great day.